Hey, good weekend to you. Welcome to Leading Edge. I'm Jerry Edison. Good to have you guys along. Hope all your holiday plans are coming together nicely. Up first today, the race to be Ohio's governor. And you can say, Jerry, that's a next year story. Folks, we're less than 5 months away from the primary. And as you know from watching our show, Governor DeWine faces spirited competition within his own Republican ranks. And given the current atmosphere in this state, in this country, and a huge bribery scandal said to involve GOP legislative leadership, the Dems kind of licking their chops. They want their shot at the governor. And one big name getting some traction on the Democratic side is the mayor of Cincinnati, John Cranley, joins us. Mr. Mayor, welcome. It's good to see you. You tout something called the Cincinnati Miracle. And hey, I'll bite. I believe in miracles. What is Cincinnati's? Now, I know going in that you're one of the few big cities, maybe only you and Columbus. You're seeing your population start to climb again after years of decline, but explain the miracle to me in this season of miracles.
Yeah, thank you. And I am a person of faith, as I like to say. I was, first of all, it's great to be here.
Good to have you.
I'm John Cranley, mayor of Cincinnati. I like to say I was raised by the Sisters of Charity at St. William's and ruined by the Jesuits at my St. Xavier High School, a lot like St. John's there at Toledo.
St. John's Jesuit, yeah.
Yeah. And they, to whom much is given, much is expected, which is sort of a core belief of mine. So yes, I also believe in faith and miracles, but really Cincinnati is a comeback story of hard work. The only major city in Ohio ever to have been in decline and to rise again. We grew twice as fast as the state of Ohio at 4%. Versus 2. We reduced poverty 1.5 times faster than the state of Ohio. We have more Black-owned businesses that make $1 million than any city in Ohio. And by the way, we're the only major city where shootings are down and not up this year. How did we do this? And by the way, we were suffering the same headwinds as Toledo and Cleveland and Dayton and Youngstown and Akron.
Well, you anticipated my question because it is, how did you do this? But I need you to answer this, John Cranley, mayor of Cincinnati. Answer this in terms of what you believe Ohio needs statewide. You have to apply what you did there. Make me believe you can change Ohio.
Well, we have to grow again. You're either growing or dying. And, when the Republicans took over the state of Ohio 32 years ago, the average Ohioan made more money than the average American. Now it's 86 cents on the dollar. The wages in Cincinnati are up. And so I have a track record, specifically what I'll do to regrow Ohio. I will ramp up all the state universities, whether it's University of Toledo or Bowling Green, with research and development, and make it easy for small businesses to start companies. Second, I'm going to guarantee 30,000 jobs a year that pay $60,000 are available to people who didn't go to college to build the infrastructure we need, Wi-Fi for the whole state, clean water, especially the algae blooms issues up in your neck of the woods, advanced manufacturing, roads and bridges. 3, I'm going to legalize marijuana. I'm going to tax it. I'm going to take the taxes to pay for those jobs that I just described, 30,000 jobs a year that pay a minimum of 60 grand. And lastly, I'm going to create a dividend to help people with inflation and to give part of God's resources back to the people of Ohio, $500 per family. From
this is the so-called Alaska plan, John Cranley?
Correct. Yes.
And
yes.
You're funding that how?
Ohio is the only major state in Ohio that doesn't have the severance tax that every other state has with oil and gas. And so we can just match what other states do and get every family, not person, every family $500 a year.
Through fees levied on fracking.
Correct.
Okay.
And just to be clear, Republican Alaska has a $1,300 dividend. North Dakota, which is also run by Republicans, has a $300 dividend. If it's good enough for their people, why isn't it good enough for our people?
This one's a little tough. You made reference to it. Here in Toledo, Mayor, we've set records for the number of murders in now back-to-back years. The record-setting year this year, it broke the record set last year. Now, more people are murdered in Cincinnati, but folks, it is a bigger city. But their deadly trend is declining. So please, John Cranley, tell us how to get our violent situation under control. We're trying, we just can't get a handle on it.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a big supporter of our first responders, police and fire. They've supported me. In fact, my local firefighters and the firefighters in Dayton both have endorsed my campaign. We've added police. We've supported the police. But also over 20 years, we've had major cultural reform. I was a city councilman in the early 2000s when our city went through racial unrest after the killing of unarmed Black men by our police. I'm proud to say that I'm part of a transformation of our department that has built more community-oriented policing that has worked. And, this is about getting results. And fundamentally, Cincinnati is the only comeback story in Ohio, and Cincinnati is one of the only major cities in America where shootings are down. And that's the kind of result-oriented leadership that I can provide for the state of Ohio.
You're incredibly peeved at this. So am I. We've talked about this on this show for how long now, people? At the scandal called the worst bribery scheme in Ohio history. It involves a utility, First Energy, buying influence from Ohio legislators. You want to blow up the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. Well, if not blow up the commission, everybody on the commission, you say, boom, gone if Cranley gets in. They're just too cozy with utilities that they're supposed to be regulating?
Yeah, they just like Mike DeWine needs to be fired, so does the utility commissioners that gave us this scandal. Remember, the heart of the scandal is they raised your monthly energy bill to everyone listening to bail out their bribes. Okay, so First Energy gave them bribes, and in return for that bribe, they raised your rate to take your money and give it back to First Energy. They all got to go. Dick Celeste, when he was elected governor in 1982, he ran on getting rid of all the utility commissioners, and he did. And I will do the same. It's time to clean house.
I need to take a break here. Here's what we're going to do. Take a break. He's John Cranley. He is the mayor of Cincinnati, 2 terms, first elected 2013. He is termed out, can't run again. He wants to be the next governor of the state of Ohio. He is running as a Democrat. He's running against the mayor of Dayton. He's made a reference to Dayton earlier. Much more to talk about. Need to take a break. I'm back with more right after this.